We find ourselves in a world that is rapidly changing, a world where our biggest and number one threat is complacency. That we concluded that there was a real need to better assist corporate, government and community organisations with prevention, preparation, response and recovery strategies. Hence the creation of Stratium Global, and welcome to the launch today.
So we're here obviously to talk about terrorism, and you don't need me to tell you that the threat we all face is very real, present, and it's evolving, as James and I've said, quite rapidly. There's also ample evidence that people are self-radicalising, making it much harder for anyone to be aware of what they're thinking and doing and what they're up to. Some estimates put the frequency of attacks at 70,000 across the world within the last 15 years, of which around 5,300 of so-called effective attacks have occurred since 2001, directly targeting businesses. The reality is you really can't predict where this is going to happen, and I think we saw that with the Lint Cafe attacks and other attacks that have occurred in Sydney.
I might think we are well prepared. But when you're asked the question, did you make all preparations that you could? It's a really, really uncomfortable place to provide those answers. And it's a bad place to try and be making them up on the spot. We need to practice to make ourselves lucky. Giving ourselves the opportunity to be lucky in preventing these things in the first place, and then if and when it does happen, minimising the loss of life, the damage, the cost.
Our vision is to certainly try and be bridge builders between the private sector and particularly the private security industry on the one hand, and government and the security services on the other hand.
Because unless you do that, you just don't take account of the opportunity to create a much bigger and better informed and more capable team. It is one thing to have secret intelligence and respect that secret intelligence, but keeping it in-house and failing to seize the opportunity to use that information to broaden the home team, to increase the capability, is probably the difference between preventing almost all attacks and some attacks getting through.
We still need to take a risk in relation to making sure that the people who need the information, who, because of what they do, can get it.
Up to date, quickly happening, text messages, emails, whatever's required to make sure they get it in a timely way.
This is about creating a two-way flow, not a one-way flow. If you have a one-way flow, it's exactly what Nick is talking about, and that is this overload of information.